Hi, it's been a little bit, over a month now. That was not intentional. It makes me really sad that it's taking me this long to get another video up, actually. I even got this cute little action cam because I wanted to start recording more. And then, well, to be completely honest with you, I got extremely depressed. More so than I typically do during the summertime. I typically get a little bit of seasonal depression, but it's been a little hard this year. I guess I could just run you guys through some updates. 'Cause I feel like not necessarily that I owe an explanation to anybody, but just to give sort of an explanation for my absence, I guess. I did get diagnosed with autism at the beginning of May, and I talked to that therapist a little bit about how I constantly feel stressed and anxious and sad. And she said that a lot of the factors could have to do with my high masking and autistic burnout. So she gave me some resources. I tried to get in with an actual therapist. It was going to cost me almost $200 every 2 weeks to do that. And I didn't know that it was going to cost that much until after my first intake appointment. So that really bummed me out even more. I did get the diagnosis of major depressive disorder and generalized anxiety right off the bat, though. So I guess at the very least, even though I couldn't have any more appointments, at least something came out of it that I can jump off of from there. My job has been more stressful than I had first imagined, and it solely has to do with the online schooling aspect. I'm not gonna say which company that I work for or what company I do the schooling through, but it's not very user friendly nor intuitive. And the further I get into it, the more so I realize that. And the other girls I work with typically don't have a lot of time to help me. And it's not their fault. But my most recent test was due yesterday. I'm supposed to have 2 dogs for that. I don't have a single one. Part of that could be my own fault, of course. I don't know anybody with the kind of dogs I need. So I kind of have to hope one comes through that works and acts decent and is not matted, and that the girls have time to help me. And that has not proven to line up quite as much as I had hoped. And it doesn't help that I've had to sink a lot of money into it because they also don't provide me with any training supplies, I guess, per se, you could say. There's one clipper that they have, and it doesn't even fit the guard combs. That is for store use. And so I had to buy pretty much everything that I would end up needing. Which cool if I'm gonna stay doing what I'm doing, you know. Anyway, I didn't mean to delve so deeply into all of that. I'm just saying that to say things have been very stressful. It's been overwhelming. I've been crying a lot almost every day. And I'm just kind of at a point where, not to get morbid and grim, but things just feel kind of hopeless, and nothing's ever gonna come out of anything kind of mindset, which I know is not a good mindset to have, but when your brain doesn't like you, that's kind of where you end up. Now, I don't want any pity. I'm not saying all this to give any sort of pity. I'm just saying all this to... Sorry if you heard Zeus snoring. I'm saying all of this to say that is why I have been so MIA, I guess. Even on Instagram, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I am way off my typical schedule. I don't interact as much. I don't post as much. And that's genuinely just because I don't have the energy to. I kind of just sit here when I have free time because I feel like I'm having to recover from everything. So it's been really hard to keep up with the things that I typically enjoy. So I haven't been enjoying much, I guess. Not to sound super sad and morbid. I'm just saying that to say. I want to do a room tour soon. I don't know how soon that will be. Just because I feel like I'm finally at a point after rearranging things where I can. I'll just have to tidy up a little bit, but hopefully soon there will be a room tour. I have been in my weeks since I showed you guys my weeks in the last video. I've decorated it a little more. She's got some charms and stuff now. So that's nice. That makes me happy. Yeah, not much going on other than that. I haven't had time or energy to go for walks. I just go to work and I come home and try to recover on my off days. There's been a few days where I've gone out and had some fun, went shopping. I don't know if I have any clips from that, but I'll put any clips I have recently in this video as kind of like a Dandy's diary along with this update. I hope to have more journal stuff up soon. I've been trying to draw a little more. But yeah, I guess this is just a small update. And an apology for disappearing on everyone. I appreciate you guys for sticking around though. Yeah, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Bye.